Okay, so this is the final vid for this series, part 6. It's my Polar Lights Batmobile 1966, 1/25th scale. It was a fun build, and it had its challenges as well. This final result was came actually from two different kits. First one was a snap-on kit, and the other it's also from Polar Lights, but this one you had to glue many of the parts, well, most of the parts, a lot of the parts together, all the parts actually. The other difference is that with the snap kit, the body was already finished, whereas the other, you had to do the painting, priming, and all that jazz. Also, with the snap kit, the wheels, it had an axle. It's like, it's like those toy cars where you had that axle where the wheels would roll. But in this one here, in the second one, that didn't have that. Wheels are also static with this, with the other set. And I got the bird going already. Way to go, Coco. Anyway, other differences. Those are the major ones, really. Oops, sorry about that. And now the first kit also came with these ones here. Batmobile, Batman and Robin. And the other kit came with a resin where you had to paint it and all that, put it together, glue it. I was debating whether to put this in there, but I decided not to in the end because it would pretty much overshadow, or you wouldn't be able to see the details that were done in the dash and all that. So I decided not to put these guys in there. Let's see, and also, now there were some parts that I was not happy with. I'm not in terms of accuracy wise, I'm not that into it. I am, if I can do it, but if I can't do it, I won't go the extra mile to get parts. But if it is available to me, I will go for it, such as this one here. This came from the kit. Okay, this one goes up. Now the problem with this was it only has 8 holes. So is it 8 or 6? I can't remember. Anyway, whatever the number is, it didn't have the required 12. So there was this site on Facebook, it was called Pimp My Batmobile, and they provided accurate parts. So the one that's in the car right now, that's what I used. So I ordered from the guy, his name's Scott Fleming, and he provided me the parts, along with these parts as well. I was going to use this, but as I mentioned in one of my other videos, I don't have a spray paint gun, so the painting would have been uneven. So I used what was in the kit. Anyway, so it was a trade-off. As for, and what else was there? I see this part here. This was actually supposed to be for the headlights, but I used that. I used this instead for what was it, to go on the top of the I even know what that thing's called. I painted it clear red so it'll appear as it is, like you can see through it. And there's song. So that was would have actually liked to use this, but anyway, it's a trade-off. Decisions have to be made. So what else was there? Anything else? Yeah, in terms of some of the accuracy, there was this thanks to the Pimp My Batmobile site on Facebook. It links to reference pics to various Batmobiles that were made, replicas. Even the original ones there. It was called 1966batmobile.com. Lots of pics, black and white. So I used those as reference in terms of coloring of the certain parts of the Batmobile on the dash. Yeah. So this is the one here. I'll just show that right now. So sorry about that. So yeah, there's a bunch of them. Anyway, you get the idea. Challenges, mishaps. Well, there's some mishaps, but there were easy fixes, such as the some parts when I was inserting it into the pilot hole, I broke it, so I was able to fix that easily. Now my main concern though, because this body here was designed for the snap kit, and the snap kit did not have an engine, whereas the other kit did. I decided to incorporate the engine in there because, like I said, if I were to, when I wanted to flip it, I didn't want to see the axle, like it looked like a toy. Whereas the other kit, if I were to flip this, you would be able to see the engine. And so, again, instead of the axle, that toy thing, you'd have these ones here that actually work. So it looks much better. Right. This one as well. So it was. So I'm happy with how it turned out. Now, again, yes, my main concern was how well this body would fit into this chassis of the other kit, because it was, again, this body was not designed to fit with this, and so I had to figure out a way in order for it to glue it down. I was supposed to, I believe, screw it in or something with some screws, but it didn't fit. It was just, I don't know, half 7/8. It was just short enough that I couldn't glue the body or stick the body to the chassis. So what I ended up doing was I had to observe where the points of contact were between this and the body, and I just glued. You can't see through here, but I pretty much just glued those points of contact with the crazy glue. This side here, and it's also here and here. You can't see it, but because of this part here that I had to put on afterwards, and just to ensure that it wouldn't fall off, I also applied glues on each corners here. Right there. So that's not going anywhere. So now I don't know whether these guys are supposed to show. I'll have to check. Honestly, I haven't checked the reference pictures, but it looks very good. I'm happy with how it turned out. Exhaust stones there. I used chrome paint. And you can see some of the decals there. Those decals actually have words in them. And you literally have to use a microscope or a magnifying glass to read what it says. Did my best in terms of using the windshield, chroming the frame. There were some smudges. Unfortunately, it kind of leaked through the masking, so I had to clean it up as best I could. Under circumstances, it turned out pretty well. So. I think it's a bat radar oscilloscope. It's supposed to be dark green. There was a decal for that, but it was way too dark. You couldn't even tell it was green if you had to actually literally shine a flashlight on it. So instead of using decal, I painted this clear green. What I did was I first painted it with chrome silver, and then clear green to give that effect, silverish effect, glowing effect. And also the same with this one. This one here, it was actually a white. It was one of the lenses. I think it was the one I showed earlier. From here. You can see those, see those white pieces exactly like that. So I just painted that clear red. And yeah. So it was this piece that broke when I was inserting it. I'm pointing to right there. Pushed it too hard. It was actually already set in when I put that extra effort and broke it. So, but I was able to fix it. So yeah, so really happy the way this turned out. One of the things I kind of messed up around was I hadn't realized that this turbine release had a decal to be placed around the circumference. The areas around here, just around this period, was supposed to be black. I should have left it as such and then just used a decal, but well, what's done is done. And I used the first season's license plate number. There was a choice, so I decided to use this one. So here we go. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that. And it was a fun build. I have no idea what I'm going to do next. I've been quite busy lately, and it's the last time so we'll see. And this actually will complement well my other Batmobiles I built, the 1950s and 1960 comic book version of the Batmobile. I actually decided not to do this, but I figured what the heck. So yeah. That's pretty much it. Okay. Yeah, thanks for watching.